Yeah. This is Jermaine, aka 48 Law 757. You know. But check it right. We're gonna talk a little bit about boxing real quick. We're gonna talk about my homeboy, Randail Bailey. Now he's a welterweight at 147 pounds, the welterweight division, and he's in the top three hardest punches in boxing right now. As far as the hardest punches at welterweight, we got Manny Pacquiao, Marcus Medina, and then Randail Bailey. Manny Pacquiao really hasn't hurt any welterweights as far as KOing him at welterweight. Marcus Medina, he's brand new at welterweight, but his KO ratio is scary. And then we got my man Randail Bailey, the one who's actually knocking out welterweights. He didn't knock out Devin Alexander, but Devin Alexander has a high ring IQ, and he fought a smart game plan. He was on using his feet, using hand movement. Defense was on point. He boxed the move. It was, clinched when he had to. He didn't fight him. Bottom line, he did not fight Randail Bailey like other guys who lost to him. The only people that went the distance with Randail Bailey is the ones who beat him, who actually, with the whole 10, 12 rounds, and they actually found a way not to get hurt in the fight. Those are the guys who could beat Randail Bailey. But just fighting him, he's going to win. All he has is that sneaky right hand. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He can knock you out with half of the punches that he throws, even if he only throws like 50 punches a whole fight. That's why he really won't throw him punches, because he relied on his power so much that he knew that he could try to trick him into landing that lucky shot. Because he was slower than Alexander, so he can't just try to throw in a bomb and then just get punched back. He tried to be sneaky with it and sneak that right hand in when Alexander was least expecting it. But that's just not good for a fighter that's on that Alexander level. Mike Jones, it worked because Jones wasn't ready for it. He thought Jones was coasting. He thought he had to fight in the bag. He outboxed him, and he got lazy pretty much. Randail Bailey, he's looking for the same punch from round 1 to round 12. So you can't get lazy when you're in the ring with the killer like that. Now, Randail Bailey, he's for the fans. That's why I'm making this video. You know what I mean? He hooked me up with some nice gloves, and this is from the Bonsu fight, where he knocked out old boy in like 1 round. As you can see, he signed the joints for me, my name and all that, 90-second KO. And you know what I mean? He's for the people. He's for the fans. And I can respect a fighter that, could mail you his gloves in the mail and, autograph him and show you nothing but love. So I gotta give that dude his credit, because, a lot of boxers, they don't give back to the fans, especially the ones that we be ordering their pay-per-views and whatnot, and they don't even, acknowledge us. But yeah, that's my boy. He definitely is one of the hardest punchers. I'm a huge fan of Randail Bailey. Hopefully Lou DiBella could get him some on TV again, put him in the ring with the right fighter. I would like to see him fight a Victor Ortiz or a Marcus Medina, somebody that wants to punch him back and fight him and try to hurt him. Those are the guys that he does great with. Now, a long time ago, he fought Cotto, and he tried his best, but keep in mind that was a prime Cotto, kind of almost unbeatable at that stage. He was in there with the very best. He tried. He didn't get knocked out. He lost on cuts. But other than that, I think Randail Bailey is one of the hardest punchers at 140, 147 the last 20 years, in my opinion. You just gotta watch some of them YouTube videos, because the way he knocks people out looks like they got shot. YouTube that shit. But yeah, that's what I mainly had to say. Just giving shout outs to the hardest puncher in welterweight, Randail Bailey. And I would like to see him in some easy fights next, that winnable fights. Some TV fan friendly fights. You don't have to go after the champions, because them guys, they like to move around a lot. Go fight through a Victor Ortiz or Andre Berto, even a Paulie Malignani. He has no power. He moves around a lot, but I think Bailey could just walk right into them punches and just land the first thing he throws and drop him. So I think that's a very winnable fight for him. Ricky Hatton, that's another good welterweight fight I would like to see Randail Bailey in, because Ricky Hatton, he's not going to be moving around and trying to run, and he doesn't have a high ring IQ, so he's just going to stand there and fight, especially when he hears all of Britain rooting for him. So hopefully Lou DiBella can give my boy Randail Bailey some good fights. That's all I really had to say. You know, shout out to my boy for sending. He sent these about a year ago. You know what I mean? And they pretty much been on the hush, but you know, I wanted just to show people that he's for the fans. So you know what I mean? Don't say, oh, the fight was boring, or I don't like Randail. You know what I mean? He's an exciting fighter, and you know, he was in fighting. He just fought the wrong game plan. He should have just fought the dude instead of trying to be sneaky and land a sneaky KO punch like he did against Jones. But you know, to each its own. You know, they both got something out of the deal. Randail got a nice $500,000 payday. So don't retire, homie. We want to see you in some more fights. And then, you know, of course, Devin Alexander got the belt. So, you know, that's why they seemed so happy at the end of the fight, because everybody was a winner. But, you know, my boy Randail, he was a prize fighter. And, you know, we still want to see him in those big fights. All right, drop me the comments. Rate this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the gloves that he hooked, you know, player up with. You know, these are Everlast, baby. These will knock that ass out. And, you know, every time I see him on TV fighting,